In this video, I'm going to show you how to assemble and how to use this Vevor drywall lift. So this is how it's shipped. I'm just going to take this all apart and put it together. Here's the base. I'm going to flip this down right here. This is called a reverse brake. It's supposed to stop this from moving around, but I think I'm on an uneven floor. I'm going to take these and just move these legs out until it drops in there, and then in there. These wheels have a lock that you can press down. That'll stop it from moving. With the base setup, I'm just going to take all these parts out to see what we have. There are different models, so this video should work for this particular model and may work for some other models. But if yours looks like this, hopefully it'll work for you. Now we're going to take this piece, and on the bottom, you can see there's like a triangle, an open triangle right here that locks in right here. So the top and the bottom need to go in at the same time, just like that. Now we're going to take this piece, and it's going to go just like that. This right here is a lock, so it doesn't flip up. We can pull that down because this can do angled ceilings as well. Now these pieces lock in on either side here. You can flip it up and just kind of push and lock it in. And same thing on the other side. These arms are the same. I'm just going to take this, I guess it's a wing bolt, out of here. And then you have spots right here, depending on how far you want to extend these arms. So now you can flip this up and put the arms in. Just like that. And then that'll line up there, back here, and even here. Now we can install the handle on the wheel here, and we can put these in just so we don't lose them. And if you want to tighten this up, this is a 6mm Allen, and I'm going to use a 19mm socket over here just to get it tight. So right here is the brake lever. If you push this in, this can move. So you're going to have to hold this and the wheel here and just let it go slightly like this to lock it into position. It's going to go all the way down and lock in just like it did. Release the brake lever right here, and that's locked into place. I'm going to unlock these wheels so we can move it around. Move it over here and show you this going up. This can go up to 12 feet. So let's test it out. Now you just want to turn the wheel like this, and this brake lever, this is the brake. This is going to keep it where it is, so don't accidentally hit this. And then let's see if it's going to make it all the way. These are about 12-foot ceilings. There we go. Cool. So now to bring it back down, hold this wheel nice and secure, and then you can push the brake lever. You might have to actually push this wheel a little more, like this, and then hold on to this. If you let go of this wheel, it's going to come smashing down and potentially cause an injury, so don't do that. Bring it all the way down. Let the brake lever go, and you're good to go. If you're doing an angled ceiling, you unlock that clip, and then as you bring it up, it will just set these at the bottom, and then as you go, it'll push it up and lock it into place. Before I go showing you exactly how to use this, because I haven't used this particular one before, I'm going to use it and maybe I'll learn some things. Since I'm working on the second floor, I'm going to show you how to break this down and to transport it. To unlock this, you're going to need to do the brake, give a little slack here, and then you can turn this like that, bring it in, and as you bring it in, I'll just bring that wire up with it. There we go. And then I can take this off, bring it up separately. I'll just put my foot on this and pull up. When you're transporting this piece, probably a good idea to hold it like this, because otherwise you might get this to the face, hurt your fingers. Don't do that. So once you have this assembled, It's really easy to take apart and store essentially 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3. And I used this upstairs above my garage. I hung 1/2 inch with it, and I hung 5/8 with it. And this, how this goes down like this, makes it really easy to just lift a piece of drywall up here, put it on these little hooks. Once you get it flat, you can pull these down. If you're doing the ceiling, a regular ceiling, you can leave these on for an angled ceiling, which I tried twice and I got really good the second time. So I think it's a matter of messing around with it, and I can definitely say that it made things way easier. I'm never gonna drywall a ceiling again without it. And with everything else, just keep safety in mind. I'm sure the manufacturer recommends to lock these wheels, but I didn't the entire time because I wanted to get the sheet exactly where I needed it so I could kind of move it around and get it in place. And I didn't end up using these a whole lot. If you're doing more than 8 feet, probably 12 footers or 16 footers, you definitely want them. But for me, I didn't bother. That's totally up to you. So if you were considering getting a drywall lift, or you already bought this and you wanted to know how to put it together, I hope the video helps. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.